Welcome back to the channel. It's Firewood Fridays. We haven't done Firewood Fridays in a little while. We haven't been cutting wood as frequently, I guess, as we have somewhat in the past, and mainly that's because I do have, I would say, a decent amount right now, but I don't want to get behind in it. And we are burning wood currently, so it's not too bad temperature-wise out right now. Today it is, I really don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel too bad. So we do have this stack or pile right there that we have added to, and we have another pile over on the other side of the barn. So if you're new to the channel, this is a series we kind of do Firewood Fridays on Fridays, but we don't do it every Friday. We kind of do it, I guess, whenever we feel like cutting wood. Here's another pile right there, and we have one, couple, it's not kind of two piles, but one sort of big one conjoined over on the other side of the barn. So what I need to do is grab my chainsaw, since I decided to drive right by the shop. So we'll grab the chainsaw and we will grab the wagon. I think that's going to make life a little bit easier. A lot of the stuff that we're cutting today should be kind of easy to get to. There's still some corn in there. I actually flipped the hitch, and that leveled out the trailer a lot better than what it was. It still has a little bit of pitch in towards the side-by-side, but it's not terrible. It was a lot worse with the four-wheeler, I will say that. Now that we have everything hooked up, I know I have to refuel the chainsaw, and then we're ready to cut some wood. There's a good amount of wood up in here, and a lot of this actually looks like oak, so that's kind of nice. It's just not really in the best spot to try and get it. That's the only downfall, but I think we can make do here, get a little bit of wood out, and definitely fill the trailers, that's for sure. This is what the pieces are looking like. Not really in the best shape. So I don't know if I'm gonna continue cutting this log. It's not really looking the best. It is solid. It's just very wet, and the root ball is still actually intact up there, so I think that could be some of it. I don't know. Could try and cut that one there, but that's definitely not in the most convenient location. Now I do have a winch on the side-by-side that I have not used yet, so we could try that, or we may just try and go to a different location. There's some ash right here that doesn't look in too bad a shape. Same thing, kind of soft on the outer edges. This is a oak log laying in here, right up from the field. I don't know how long this has been laying here. So I got this one and another one really close to the road that just fell on a different road. So we'll cut into this one and see how solid this is. That is what we're looking for. Real nice, solid, perfect. It's gonna kind of suck down in here. We got a bunch of briars and stuff to deal with, but worst case scenario, I think what I might do is cut it right up in here. And actually I could probably do it just the way it is. We'll back the side-by-side up over there and we'll hook the winch up to it out there. And quite honestly, I probably could have done this with the whole thing. I already forgot that I have the tools and equipment to make things easier on myself. So we're gonna try that now. Ugh, this is thick. Get to test out the winch on the new side-by-side, see how well this works. I think it's gonna work pretty well, actually. We're about to find out. I'd say that worked pretty well. What I'd really like to do is get it kind of out there, and I'll probably just come up here and cut the last couple logs, and probably 4 maybe up here. Actually just letting the weight of the machine take me back while taking the winch out. thing's a beast. Considering we used to do this with a four-wheeler. Make life easy, right? I think what I'm gonna do is unhook this, and we'll just back this right here. We'll hook back onto that later. That way I can drive up there and cut that last little bit, come in here, and then we'll just unload it in there if we have to. Because the other road that we do need to go up is all the way on the corner, and it goes up in pretty far that I don't really want to have to back that around if I don't have to. Now that we have a nice log drug down, let's get cutting. I'd say we have a full load on the trailer. I can probably get one more log right in here, and then that's about it. I might struggle to lift that tongue up to rehook. I did get the last couple logs up there cut. There was only 3 that gave, so now we'll go out to that other trail. Hopefully we get a bunch of that cut. That is a whole tree, so I know we're not gonna fit that all in here, but we'll try and get a full load in the box of the side-by-side plus one log in that, and then we'll take this back to the farm and unload it. And honestly, that might be all we're gonna get to cut tonight because of daylight is diminishing. It is 4:58, so it gets dark super early. That's what sucks. Right there. Hopefully the camera's picking this up okay. This is a whole tree that fell, and it is also oak. We ain't fitting all this in, that's for certain. This stuff laying here is pine, so we don't want any of that. But all that and this is all oak. This is pretty big around, actually. So and it looks either a cat or I don't know if that's fox tracks or not. I'm guessing just a cat. There are a lot of cats running around. So I'll start cutting this and see how much we can get in. Probably only that length, if we even fit it all in, but we're at least gonna get a start on it anyhow. Side by side's got a full load in it, and I misplaced my shield for the saw, so I gotta go find that. I think it's down with the trailer, so I'll go hook up to the trailer and we'll go back to the house and unload this and figure out where I'm gonna put it. I wish the camera was a little bit better in the dark. We do have some cherry here that I cut earlier in the season, which was actually probably the last Firewood Fridays video. So I'll unload all this right there, since this is green also. That way it's all kind of about the same, and then it'll all get split together. Everything's empty. It's a pretty decent sized pile now. All rounds. We're not going to split any of this quite yet, as we do have quite a bit to split elsewhere. And I'll show you that on this side. Again, I do apologize for it being dark and having to use a light, but this is a pile we brought back maybe a week or two ago. And then obviously we still have this big pile here, which you can't see all of it. So we have a lot to split, that is for sure. All the wood's stacked, the animals are fed, and another Firewood Fridays episode is over. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are in the shop here. That's gonna be the next video that you see, as we're gonna be working on the tractor once more. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully one step closer to getting this tractor out, because we are getting very close.